So recently I played this game against a Hanabi 1v1 at the gold lane. Both of our tanks were busy packing around the map, so it was pretty much a duel. Things were pretty even with both of us clearing the wave then rotating to our greens. We really couldn't kill the crab because both of us were afraid of it getting stolen. Of course, at some point, our team decided to gank our lanes, but neither of us died since we just fell back to the tower when needed. It was pretty uneventful until we got our second items. Both of us built the Windtalker first, then I progressed to Scarlet Phantom, while Hanabi went Wind of Nature as her second item. Half of you are probably like Wind of Durder, as you don't even know what it is. 30% of you are like me and went, whoa, what the fuck? That's really early. The remaining 20% of you are the smart asses that go, well duh, or just check the item, you noob. Shut up. Yes, I should have probably checked whether or not she had Wind of Nature, but for the most part, every other marksman I have gone up against has always built that as one of the last two items. It was my mistake that I got complacent and didn't check, but you can't deny that it was a pretty smart trick. So when me and Hanabi dueled it out, I lost cause she bamboozled me with Wind-Chant. While unfortunate, that encounter did get me thinking. Maybe I should do that too. If I got caught off guard, for sure other people would too. Given how I have a very low sub count, please subscribe. Me sharing this neat trick shouldn't affect the surprise factor much. Thus, I really don't mind and feel free to try this out. To break it down, as a marksman, build Wind of Nature immediately after your first item. Building it any earlier than that really doesn't make sense as it would impact your ability to farm. Given how most marksmen rely on their first item to help them clear waves in jungle, that part should still remain the same. After that, however, start playing a bit more aggressively. Harass the enemy with skills and try to auto-attack them when you can. By doing so, it won't seem suspicious when you engage the enemy to a fight to the death. Think about it. If you are playing passively then suddenly run towards them going ham, they will probably think something's up. They may not know you have Wind of Nature, but they might think, oh shit, their teammate is nearby. So really, that advice doubles down for laners in general. Don't play too passively. It will be super obvious when you suddenly shift playstyles that something is up. Of course, however, everything is situational. If playing passive is the only option you have, that's fine. Getting back to the tutorial, as you harass them, try to time your next point of conflict. Don't buy the item yet, even if it is showing. On the off chance that your enemy does check your items in the early game, this will help us trick them. Only buy the item itself when you start harassing them again. This time, you're going for the kill. Commit your ult, battle spell, or whatever you need to do, get them to fight back. The way you do that is by using your spells. If the enemy sees you using all your spells, they're gonna go, huh, this idiot used all his shit. Time to kill him. What they don't know is that it was actually a trap, Yuki. I activate my trap card. Don't use the item yet. Wait. 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 Wait for the very last moment. When you are around 30 to 40% health left, that is when you use it. This way, one of two things will happen. One, they go, "Wahahaha, easy kill. Thanks, noob." Wait, why isn't he dying? What's going on? No, no, no! Two, they go, "Oh shit, he has Wind of Nature. But he has so little health left, maybe I can still do it." In the latter's case, they fully commit even though 9 times out of 10 they're gonna die. So the TLDR is this. Pick MM, get first item, get Wind of Nature, trick enemy to fight you, kill them, and win. That's basically it. Now of course that's not all it takes to win the game, but if you're smart, it should be enough to give your team a huge advantage. Try to get the tower before returning to base or help out with an objective like Turtle or invading buff since it's currently 4v5. Ultimately, this trick is meant to give you an advantage in lane, and an advantage is worthless if you don't use it, so for fuck's sake, keep an eye on the map and take objectives. That's about it, on to the outro.
Hello?
Thank you for making it to this part of the video. I recorded this part and the voiceover at separate days, so you'll have to forgive the difference in voice excitement, because I'm going through some personal stuff right now and my heart feels really heavy. So yeah, I'm not in the best of state to be all happy. In fact, I'm really sad right now. Same shirt though, because I haven't really showered yet because it's really cold. Yeah, so anyways, if you enjoyed the video, consider giving a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I upload every week. Click here if you want to see how I have almost 500,000 battle points, and click here if you want to see me playing Saber. That's it. Thank you for watching. Peace.